We just saw Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness.
And I liked it.
I hated it. See, life waste हो गया.
This is water over toilet paper, and today we'll be reviewing Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. So, I actually enjoyed this movie way more than I thought I would. I think my favorite part of this movie is Sam Raimi and the touches he added to the story. It was really, really nice to see a Marvel movie that had some kind of consequential action in it. A lot of Marvel movies are very lightweighted, quippy, fucking boring affairs, and this one had a lot of sequences where you're like, okay, ooh, ow, ooh, ah. And one of the Sam Raimi things that he brought with him that was very, very nice was the horror. This is easily Marvel's most
Scary. It's like, yo.
ऐसा film कौन बनाता है भाई?
Even though I didn't enjoy the movie that much, I still liked the Sam Raimi parts of the movie, the over-the-top horror, violence, and all that. Very fun to see in a Marvel movie.
It actually had like horror movie chase sequences.
Yeah,
And
it becomes like a slasher movie at some point, and it's fun.
one of my favorite horror bits was when there's another kind of fight scene. It's very hard to describe without spoilers, but wow, that was beautiful.
I think the best thing about the movie after the Sam Raimi things is the performances, mainly by Elizabeth Olsen. Wanda goes through a lot in this movie, and there is like a particular scene towards the end which is probably one of the best acting performances I saw in like these Marvel movies.
Yup.
Fucking great.
It is heartbreaking. I
Yeah.
teared up a bit. It is wow.
She-
Her performance there was so like
It's okay.
very, very nice. Yeah, she definitely stole the show in terms of performances for me.
It feels more like a Wanda movie than a Doctor Strange movie. She has the better, more clear, defined arc than Strange. Strange sort of has like a more just like put together, yeah, some arc, something.
Nah, it is not. Wait. Wanda's arc is definitely the more interesting of the two, but Strange's arc is also like nice. I think the biggest reason why anyone would love this movie or really, really like this movie even is again because of the fucking director. He is the saving grace of this movie. I think without him, this would have been a complete mess. No one would have cared. All the little like stylistic touches he had, all the care he takes to make it genuine, make it real. Make sure that the quipping and all that is only there when the scene dictates. When something serious is going on, that kind of stuff never happens. It really helps the movie work way more, and it makes the movie way more memorable. So hats off to Sam Raimi. He is the best part. Awesome.
Like, I hope he does like a Malignant type thing where like even after like being super successful James Bond, he just went and just like did like a small budget horror. I think that I want him to do something like that. That'll be fun.
I want this movie to kind of be his calling card into Marvel or DC, and I want this to be the thing that lets them give him way more creative control to go nuts. Which very nicely segues into negatives. This movie is not Sam Raimi enough.
There are parts of this movie that definitely feel like Sam Raimi, and those are the parts I definitely enjoyed. But there's a lot of baggage that comes with being part of this ginormous franchise, that there are things that you need to keep for some things to work in the future. Then there are setups you need to put there because, oh no, we have to keep continuing this fucking universe. And this is one of those movies that will break the universe because if you make the whole multiverse travel very easy, there are no stakes. You are always like, oh, even if he dies, he'll just pluck someone out of the air. Who cares? There are so many. In Endgame, they go through a lot to just do one thing right. They go through the entire movie to do one thing right. Here they are doing 10 things very easy. It's super chill. How in the beginning Marvel was like tried to be grounded, and once Guardians came, like space travel was super easy. Now multiverse travel will be like super easy. Like everyone's going. The main MacGuffin of this movie is that America Chavez character, and her introduction was so haphazard. You don't understand who she is, and
The writing may be like neat, neat, but the way it's delivered on screen is choppy as shit. Clearly, so much of it was cut out. There's a lot of character jumps that feel very unearned. The only good thing is, I guess, Wanda's character arc remained unscathed, and she definitely had most of the screen time and most of the character presence in the movie. So it's still enjoyable on that front. But America, Strange, and Christine, these characters don't leave unscathed when you look at how they jump, or certain sentences they say don't really have the weight required behind them. I think my biggest negative, besides the choppy writing, the negative that really did kind of detract from the experience was not memorable music.
I know that most Marvel movies, you're not supposed to really listen to the music. It's more just like the kind of beat we are using right now to just give a vibe and not really like have any space in the thing, which is disappointing in this movie, especially because Sam Raimi and Danny Elfman, they were coming back, and I was like, holy shit, they can actually finally have a Marvel movie with good score. But no, that wasn't the case, sadly.
Like, what happened to these scores? This is like etched into time itself kind of music, and we don't have that here. Very unfortunate. I guess my other negative with this movie is the pacing leading up to when he travels through the multiverse for some plot point. I am sorry I am being vague again. It annoys me too. But the pacing leading up to that, it's really like languid, I guess is the best word for it.
Yeah, I wish they counted to the horror movie that Sam Raimi wanted to make, and that would have been more fun. But we got a Marvel movie again.
I disagree with this hater, man. As an MCU stan myself, who gave No Way Home 6 out of 10. I disagree. I had a lot more fun with this, and I think, obviously it's because Sam Raimi, horror, violence, it seduces me. What do you give the movie? Do it. Now you know what I felt like.
I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 10.
I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. It's closer to an 8 than a 6.
Yeah, mine also same. 5, 6. If you want a spoiler review, comment that below by. एक like तो बनता है भाई, और share जरूर करना. और Marvel है Doctor Strange की जय हो.
Like, share, subscribe,
mask.
Don't forget to share the video.
Bye everybody.
Bye everybody. Okay. And scene.